And we have another episode of Black Eye Platinum, number 115, Sonic X Shadow Generations. This game, even though very nostalgic, roughly took me about 32 hours to beat. It wasn't too long. It was only because you have the Sonic Generations portion, and now you have the Shadows Generations portion, basically remade for the PS5. So let's get into it. But before we do, please, let's listen to the soundtrack of the greatest Sonic game ever made, Sonic Adventure 2, and one of my favorite songs, Green Forest. Yes, you have to go back and start collecting everything during the Sonic Generation portion of it, and that also means all the music. All the levels from the original Sonic Generations, which is remade for the PS5. I wouldn't necessarily call it a port, not even a full remake either, but it does it really well, especially this level. This is one of the best levels from Sonic Unleashed. And what game that is a platinum won't be a game without a whole bunch of collectibles? Yes, these chow. So instead of giving us chow, they want us to collect them. But you get to see all the different chows that you can unlock in Sonic Adventure 2. Hint, hint. The 2D Sonic levels also look really good. They came back with all the abilities. You have to collect all the abilities. Like you just saw Sonic's homing attack, which is one of the abilities you have to unlock. So that definitely goes into the platinum as well. Let's take a short intermission because Sonic Heroes, yes, while we're collecting these music, you're going to hear this great introduction to one of the best Sonic games ever as well. Word on the street is that Sega's remaking Sonic Heroes for 2025. Yes, just please don't make all the levels exactly the same. That's it. Now as we transition to the Shadow Generation, notice that the game screens looks exactly like Bowser's Fury from 3D Mario. Yep, it is. Even down to the collectibles. Literally, it's probably the exact same type of collectibles. It's a whole bunch, not too much. Obviously, you saw my time, but it is. Even the world, it's just like 3D World portion of Bowser's Fury, where you're collecting all the what is it, stars? Yeah, exactly the same. Nothing wrong with it, but it gives it like the Sonic Frontiers open world, but the empty space and it's just one location with everything. Definitely is Bowser's Fury. Now the Shadow levels, like Radical Highway. All the nostalgic levels of Shadow are definitely remade. It's the first time you will be seeing these levels, so it's on a new generation console, and it's amazing. Getting Shadow's animations definitely reminds me of Sonic Frontier, and it just looks really, really good. Now another intermission, you know what it is, White Jungle. Honestly, they need to remake Sonic Adventure 2. Sega, remake Sonic Adventure 2. Please just listen to this amazing soundtrack. Now for Shadow's levels, it was just collecting 3 different collectibles, whether it was a concept art, music, or I think a booklet, if I'm not mistaken. And they're in every single level, so his 3D and 2D levels, even though there wasn't a 2D Shadow, you gotta collect them for every single level of each level, even the challenge levels. Overall, I would give this a solid 9.5. It was fantastic, it wasn't hard to complete, and the collectibles weren't mundane at all, and it was an amazing story. And that's it for Black Eye Platinums. On to the next.